What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If it is your first time touching down on this channel, welcome to Small Feet Big Heat. We talk sneakers, we talk streetwear, and everything in between. Today I'm coming at you with my Supreme Week 9 Droplist review and resale predictions. I'm going to go ahead and jump right in because, to be honest, there's quite a few pieces that I want to talk about. I think there's some low-key gems in the mix this week, so let's go ahead and get into it. I can't believe it's Supreme Week 9 already. These Supreme Weeks have been going by crazy fast, at least to me, and this Supreme season has been good to me. I can't complain. Hopefully y'all are having the same luck, if not better luck. I've definitely taken my fair share of L's, but the pieces that I really did want, I've been able to secure. Let's go ahead and jump right into this week. We have the King Hooded Varsity Jacket. Now, I think they did a good job with this jacket. I like all three of the colorways. I like the details on the jacket, but there's two major things about it that are just throwing me off, and that's the hood. I don't like my varsity jackets to come with hoods. I would prefer to just layer up, throw a hoodie on underneath. I like the look of that a little bit better than just having a hood attached to your varsity jacket. So that's number one. I also just don't like the periods in between Supreme. And not only did they do it to the front, but they did it to the back as well. So on the back it says King, and you have those same periods in between. I just don't get it. If you know why they did that, down below in the comment section, put me on, because I don't understand. It just looks like an eyesore to me. But like I said, all the other details on the jacket, the In God We Trust, the 2020 on the side, I'm really feeling the jacket. It just sucks that they went ahead and ruined it like that. The estimated retail price is $448. Definitely steep if you're trying to resell. And that makes this a risky piece for me. $448, $450. That's a lot of money to have tied up into one product. I think you can use $448 a lot better, a lot more wise than just dumping it into this one jacket if you're a reseller. So that's my opinion, but of course, to each his own. If you have enough capital to, have almost $500 tied up in this jacket, then who am I to tell you not to do that? So let's go ahead and move on to the next piece, the leather collar work jacket. Now, I was 50-50 on this jacket when I first saw it as far as the personal goes, but I'm not going to pick it up. The leather collar just throws me off. However, I will say workwear is a huge trend right now. It's one of the strongest fashion trends, I'm going to say, for 2020. Workwear is booming. Carhartt and all of that, like, it's just really popular right now. People are definitely looking for pieces like this, so it will sell out. Now, the retail estimated price is $198. That means there is room for the resale price to go up if you are looking to resell this piece, but keep in mind that the niche of people is going to be a lot smaller for this piece than something like the varsity jacket. Everybody can rock a varsity jacket. Something like this, it's a much smaller group of people, even though workwear is getting popular. The big stitch hooded sweatshirt and the sweatpants are supposed to drop this week. I feel like I've already talked about this. I think I even threw in like pictures of True Religion because that's what it reminds me of, and it still does. And now seeing it again actually makes me think of like previous Supreme pieces. I feel like Supreme just did a sweater like this, but instead of contrast stitching, it was like the studs, like those belt studs, the pointy ones. I feel like they just give us stuff like this all the time. To me, it just seems like filler, things that they throw in quickly to make the weeks look, a lot bigger and grander than they are. I'm personally not paying $158 for the top and $148 for the bottom. It's not going to happen. I think it's a little bit tacky, but because I don't like it, doesn't mean that nobody else is going to like it. If you're trying to resell, I don't suggest picking this up because, just like I said, the niche for that work jacket is going to be small. The niche for the top and bottom hooded sweatshirt and sweat bottom are going to be even smaller. This is going to be a very specific type of person who's going to want this top and bottom separately or together. So the chains rayon shirt is not one that I'm looking forward to. I will not be copping this for personal. I actually really do like that green color. It's just a graphic that's not doing it for me. It's a little gaudy, and I would much rather have those accessories that are printed on the shirt versus just having them printed on a shirt. It's just a little weird to me, so I'm going to be passing on this. When it comes to rayon shirts and reselling them, it really is a hit or a miss. Not only does the graphic have to be dope in order for it to resell, but you also have to be able to hold, because if you cannot hold rayon shirts for the right time when they're profitable, you'll end up making nothing. So if you're a new reseller or you don't like taking risks, this is not the one for you, because just look at the rayon that dropped in week 1, the blowback rayon, I believe it was called. That was actually a really strong graphic. That multicolored one super fire, and people are selling it at like 140 on StockX right now. Like that's $2 above retail. So definitely, pay attention to the retail prices before you go ahead and just start adding stuff to cart on drop day, because a lot of people, they hype themselves up. Oh, I'm gonna make some money week to week, and they end up sitting on pieces that they can't sell. So just think about that. Let's move on to the next one. The small box crew neck, just like the rayon, also retails at $138. So like I was saying, there's just better places to put your money, and I would definitely buy a crew neck to resell over that rayon. You'll sell it for more profit and you'll sell it faster. As far as the personal, that chocolate chip camo is definitely calling my name. I need something from this season with that print on it, and hopefully I'm lucky enough to come up on that. That will be the first piece that I go for this Thursday. If you're looking to make some money this week, you're trying to resell, the small box crew neck is one of the items you want to be paying attention to. The bobsled long sleeve top is not something I'm picking up for the personal. I don't like the colors, and I also just don't like the graphic. I'm not a fan of the bobsled graphic, but $98 I can definitely pass and put that $98 somewhere else. Another item from this week, a pair of sneakers, something other than this for sure. So I'm going to pass on this. As far as resell, there's better places to put your money this week. This is going to be one of the items that sits on the website and sells out last, if it sells out at all. The shoulder arc short sleeve top, I think this shirt is solid. I don't think it's crazy fire, but I don't think it's trash either. I actually kind of like this one. Do I like it enough to throw down $70? No. So I'm going to pass on it, but I do think it's a cool shirt. I wish we could see the other color combinations. We can only really see the green and the purple, but yeah, I think it's a solid tee if you are thinking about picking it up. It's going to be one of the items that sells out a bit slower, so if you're looking at something else like the small box crew neck, definitely go for the crew neck first. For this oval short sleeve top, I feel the same way. They're nice shirts. They're just not anything crazy, nothing special to me, so I'm going to pass. This one is going to be $58 retail. It's really up to you. If you're trying to resell, you have to decide what profit margin is worth it for you, because $30, $20 is going to be worth it to some people. Some people are going to hold out until they can get, $50, maybe even $40 over retail. So you have to decide whether or not that's going to be worth it to you and how long you can hold these pieces for when it comes to the tops. Moving on, we have the warm-up pant. Don't sleep on the warm-up pant, just like I told y'all not to sleep on the cotton cinch pants. The retail is $128 and they resell anywhere between $170 to $200 depending on where you sell and what size and colorway you pick up. I'm gonna pass because I don't care for any of these colors. I think the colors fall flat, like this plum color, ugly. The black is probably the best one to pick up, especially if you're trying to resell. So yeah, these colors aren't the best, but do keep in mind that the warm-up pant from Supreme does resell well. Moving on, we have the Mohair Beanie. This might actually be the only beanie I go for this season. I do want to try it out for the personal, so I'm trying to pick up a black, a gray, or an olive. But if you're a reseller, don't hesitate worrying about what color you pick up. Just pick up any of them. They're $40 and they will resell well, and they'll resell even better if you can hold the beanies. That is always my advice. Hold the beanies because you can get so much more profit if you just hold for an extra couple of months. Same thing goes for the World Peace beanies. I think resellers really sleep on the beanies because they see the price and it's like $36. How much money can I really make on top of that? But don't think about it like that. Think about it as during these dry weeks where the mochas were just pushed back, or other avenues that you would use to make money, this $36 that you're able to turn into $50 or $48, whatever the case may be, that's all money that you can now use when the mochas do come out, trying to get your capital up or whatever. And new resellers, same thing. You might not have $130 to spend on the mochas, but you do have $36 that you can turn into a little bit more cash and work your way up. So don't sleep on the beanies. The static beanie, it's not my personal taste, but there's a whole market of people who are really into Supreme hats. So like I said, pick it up, hold it, make your money. Let's move on to the caps. We have the Pigment Print Script Logo 6 panel. I'm not rocking 6 panels right now. I think that the season for more of this is like spring, summertime. So I'm going to pass. It is $48. The only one that I would think about picking up is that camp one in the middle with like the woods print. I don't really care for the rest of them. But like I said, there's a market for people who are looking for Supreme hats. So if you can pick it up and you can hold it, you'll make some money. Same thing goes for the Blocks Camp Cap. And I know this matches one of the sweatsuits that dropped earlier in the season. Or maybe it hasn't dropped already. I'm not sure. But this matches one of those top and bottom sets. Somebody out there is going to do it for the fit pick. let's go ahead and move on. We have the accessories. These expensive ass accessories dropping this week. So the Supreme Jacob & Co. 14K gold block pendant is going to retail at $1,100. Honestly, I don't think that that price is outrageous for a locket. If you think about, you're paying for that name. You're paying for the Supreme box logo. You're paying for the Jacob & Co. name. So $1,000 is steep, but it is better than I thought that they were going to do as far as the pricing. I'm going to pass on this. I just don't see myself paying $1,000 for Supreme accessories because at the end of the day, this is a Supreme accessory. It's not like fine jewelry that I'm going to wear every single day or 20 years from now, so I just don't see myself spending $1,000 on it. The same thing can be said for the watches that are releasing. So you have two watches, one big face, one smaller face, the 40 and the 47, I believe. Yeah. So the 40 is $12,000 and the 47 is $14,000. I would never pay these prices for a Supreme accessory at the end of the day. I think if you're going to spend $12,000 to $14,000 on a watch, go buy a Rolex. Like, this is a Supreme item at the end of the day, and there are some people who do take Supreme this seriously, and that is who this item is for. So let them have it. All right, if you're a reseller, I just don't suggest tying up $14,000 of your money. But I think some people are gonna pick this up just to say, oh, I was able to touch the Supreme and Jacob & Co. watch. As a reseller, they're gonna want that flex. Like, nobody else touched this item, but I was able to touch this item. And I feel like that's what's going to happen with this. People are going to buy it, and even if they don't make that much profit, it's going to be their little flex. Last but not least, the Supreme & Sig vacuum insulated bottle. So it's basically like a canteen bottle. You can put things in there, keep it hot or cold. $54 retail, so it's definitely a piece that you can resell. You'll probably make around $70, $80 if you can hold and sell at the right time. Maybe even $100 if you're able to hold for a while, but I see it being around that $70, $80 range. And that is about it for Supreme Week 9. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, show a small YouTuber some love. I'll check y'all out in the next one.